Hugh Freeze and fell and bumped his damn head. This guy had the nerve to come out publicly and say he should have 4 wins against the greatest college football coach of all time, the great one, Nick Saban. But OKB begs to differ. Now, I know when Hugh Freeze was the head coach at Ole Miss, he beat Nick Saban 2 times, 2014 and 2015. That's all right. And I think both of those times was by single digit. I think 6 points, both times. But my Alabama Crimson Tide in those games made them a lot of mistakes. They had turnovers, they had penalties. And you know turnovers and penalties can cost you the game. But that's neither here nor there. Hugh Freeze and those Ole Miss Rebels got the win. But the fact of the matter is, when Hugh Freeze was at Ole Miss, he went 2-3 against my Alabama Crimson Tide. Now he's currently the Auburn Tigers head coach. And guess what? He lost against the great one, Nick Saban, last year, albeit it was on another prayer in Jordan Hare. Because guess what? That's exactly what it was. The grave digger dug the Auburn Tigers' grave in their own damn stadium. That's fine and dandy. I don't give a damn that luck was involved. Because old KB always have faith in his Alabama Crimson Tide, no matter what the situation. So Hugh Freeze, your whole career, and I will continue to say this, is built around the 2 wins you got against Nick Saban. That is the peak of your whole college coaching career. And the fact of the matter is, those 2 games is really the only thing you ever won. You have won, well, Hugh Freeze have won nothing of any significance his whole time as a head coach. We know that. No matter where he coached at, he hadn't won nothing on the highest level. Hugh Freeze is nothing more than a mediocre coach. I don't care that he Nick Saban's friend. All that shit go out the window. One shoot on opposite sidelines. Friendship is out the damn window. And for Hugh Freeze to come out and say he should have 4 wins against the greatest college football coach of all time, the great one, Nick Saban, as mediocre as Hugh Freeze is, he got the nerve to come out and say some shit like that. I don't care how it went, the Iron Bowl went last year. The fact is, Hugh Freeze and those Auburn Tigers took a L at the hands of my Alabama Crimson Tide and their greatest college football coach of all time, Nick Saban. But guess what? Hugh Freeze, Nick Saban is no longer the head coach for my Alabama Crimson Tide. Now you got Coach Kalen DeBoer, all right, who in my mind will have a whole lot better and more explosive offense than last year. I can guarantee you that, Mr. Hugh Freeze. And your Auburn Tigers going to come, you and your Auburn Tigers going to come into Bryant-Denny Stadium and get your ass toe off. I can tell you that right damn now at the hands of Coach Kalen DeBoer in his first year as the head coach of my Alabama Crimson Tide. You're going to come to Bryant-Denny and get your ass toe off. All right. I don't even know. Matter of fact, the best thing that ever happened to Auburn was daggone Gus Malzahn. Even though Gene Chesnick brought them a national championship, the best thing that ever happened to Auburn since Pat Dye was Gus Malzahn. And they fired him like a damn fool. And they've been in the dumps ever since. And Hugh Freeze, you won't be the one to bring them out. I don't care what y'all doing on the recruiting trail right now. Those guys you got on the recruiting trail, all those commits, they can't help you in 2024. And I doubt if they help you in 2025. So what you going to be saying next? Oh, I should have 4 or 5 wins against Coach Kalen DeBoer. But the fact of the matter is, you might not even have 1. But you came close. Okay? But I got this off this, from reading this article. Alabama article, I might add. Alabama sports media outlet. Former Ole Miss and current Auburn head coach Hugh Freeze is one of just 5 head coaches to have beaten Nick Saban, the 7-time national championship, 6 at Alabama. All right, twice. Only 5 coaches in college football have beaten Nick Saban twice while he was at Alabama. However, Freeze, who also has 4 losses against Nick Saban, 2-4. He recently spoke with SEC Network Marty Smith and claimed that he should have tallied a couple of more victories over Nick Saban. Yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda. You know, shoulda, woulda, coulda is the words of losers. That's what that is. When you lost, when you lose, you always say, I should have did that, or I could have did that, I would have did that. Well, the fact of the matter is, you didn't do a damn thing but get your ass tore off at the hands of my Alabama Crimson Tide. That's just the way it is. Hugh Freeze, he says, I mean, honestly, Nick is incredible. You damn right. But I should have 4 wins against him. We beat him twice, and we had them 24-3 the third year. Well, if you had them 24-3 and you still lost, what that mean? What that mean? Lack of coaching. That's what it is. Your game plan was working up until that time. And then what? Nick Saban and my Alabama Crimson Tide turned on the switch. And they got the win when they were supposed to have it. Yes, they did. But anyway, he said we beat them twice and we had them 24-3 in the third year. And I wasn't smart enough to slow it down. Well, that's your own damn fault. Blame yourself. Anyway, and then last year, it easily could have gone the other way. It could have went the other way. It could have, like you say, Hugh Freeze, it could have easily went the other way. But your dumb ass, you and your defensive coordinator, y'all didn't want to bring no pressure on Jalen Milroe. That's all you had to do. You coming with a two-man defensive front. What dumbass does that shit besides Hugh Freeze and whoever your damn defense coordinator was? Two men. You ain't try to, you know how explosive Jalen Milroe is, and you know how he is on the deep ball, and you ain't try to put no pressure on the guy. So that's your own damn fault, Hugh Freeze. Not good. You should have had 4 wins. Whoop the fucking do. The fact of the matter is, you don't. You don't. So ain't no point in saying I should have had 4 wins against Nick Saban. Well, guess what? Nick Saban, the GOAT, got 5 against your mediocre ass. That's just what the deal is, man. That's just the way it is. It was supposed to be that way. You ain't a better coach than Nick Saban. You will never be a better coach than Nick Saban. Matter of fact, Hugh Freeze, Nick Saban is a better coach than you retired. Just putting it out there. That's just the way it is, Hugh Freeze. And guess what? When you bring your ass in the Bryant-Denny Stadium, I believe it's in November, you're going out with a damn L. And it ain't going to be like no L like it was in Jordan Hell last year. It's going to be a freaking beatdown. Y'all raving and all happy about them daggone commits you got for the 2025 season. But I said now, just like I said it before, when you put that product on the field in 2024, that garbage you call a football team, the commits that you got, probably half of them is going to decommit and go somewhere else because they don't want to be a part of that travesty that y'all call the Auburn Tigers, War Eagles, whatever you want to call them. Commits don't want to be a part of that damn shit because it's straight garbage. That's what Auburn football is. Garbage. Trash. It is a damn shame, man. It is a damn shame. You can take a lot of those players off that Auburn team and put them on other teams and they'll be better. But at Auburn, they will not excel. I tell you that right now. Hugh Freeze, the only reason you got the caliber athletes at Ole Miss that you had was because of what? Escorts, You being the John, allegedly bringing escorts to your daggone players so they can give them players the chewing. I know what that was. You was getting them escorts, bringing them to your players, and they was getting the chewing. So they played for you, Hugh Freeze, so they can keep having a good time. Well, guess what? You got caught. You wasn't good at it. So try that shit at Auburn too. Try it at Auburn. Even if you do it at Auburn, you still ain't gonna be no damn better. I can tell you that right now. I know NIL is in effect and all that. But Hugh Freeze, you have a past. And you can't be trusted, Hugh Freeze. I do know that. You can't be trusted. You're a known cheater. Just want you to know. You are a known cheater. In Auburn, they dumbass AD, they dumbass president want to try to bring false allegations of infidelity and cheating against Brian Harsin. And then they turn around and hire a known cheater. What the hell? Make it make sense. Make it make sense, Auburn. That's oh well. Oh well. But you Freeze, you mediocre. You are a mediocre head coach. Okay? You won nothing of any significance. All right? So it's playoff time. Are you going to make it? Certainly not in 2024, you ain't. Are you going to make it in 2025? I doubt it. So maybe you can look forward to 26 or 27 if you still a head coach for those Auburn Tigers. I'm giving you at max 4 years, and you will be out the damn door. Guaranteed. Now you be blessed. And I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. And roll damn Tide.